Hello, today is Sunday. I went for a walk around Petrozavodsk. Very beautiful watching the seasons change here. Each of the seasons are very beautiful here, and we are right in the heart of fall, and you're seeing all the lovely scenery that I get to enjoy each day here. I really particularly like crows myself, and you can see that they really like fall. I'm not sure exactly why, but the crows really like fall, and they like to play in the wind, and they certainly like to make a lot of noise, and we see a lot of that going on every fall, and that's the same here as it is over in the West. I am trying to update you guys on what's going on with my life. I was told by the lawyers from Sports Canada that because I got some documents, by the way, I got some documents from the police, and I gave some of these documents to some journalists, and the Sports Canada people found out about it, and apparently there's some law saying that I was not allowed to give these documents to journalists. And now they've said if I go back to the West, they're going to try and put me into prison. So, I mean, I'm kind of have something in common with Julian Assange right now, which is odd. But I'm not too worried because I'm confident that I'm going to get my VNG and I'm going to get to stay here in Russia. I am practicing my Russian, and I really hope, I'm confident, and I hope that I'm going to get to stay here, because if I go back to the West right now, they're going to put me in prison for disclosing documents exposing Sports Canada for covering up a high-ranking cover-up of child abuse with my own name on it. And the police, well, the police, the police in the West don't work very fast. They're taking, well, multiple years to take the complaint seriously. The detective I'm working with is pretty nice and everything, but it's really a higher-up decision, and that there's nothing that I can do. It's just sort of wait. And so oddly, if I went back, they put me straight in prison. But if I report someone for abusing children, it takes a few years before they get around to doing anything about it. And that's how Sports Canada works, and that's how Western society works. I'm watching the news here. I'm very confident, very happy to see that BRICS is organizing itself, and many nations are supporting Russia and working together and supporting traditional family values. As I was saying, I posted a drawing. I'm not a professional artist by any standards yet, but I'm taking classes from my wife's brother, and he's a phenomenal artist, and he's actually painting religious icons, figures on a church, and they're building churches here, which is something that's really important to me, because in the West, you look on the internet and you're going to see that they're burning churches, they're turning them into apartments, they're using them for any different service, maybe like nightclubs, and most of them are abandoned. I did try to go to church quite often my last year there, and more often than not, I've found the congregation very empty and a lot of sleepy old people, and oftentimes it was even run by some kind of reckless progressives who were trying to steer the ideas away from traditional family values. So again, I'm really happy to be here in Russia. I am still taking my chess classes. I'm not going to ever be a master in chess, but I enjoy it. I'm still reading a lot. I read some Pushkin, and he's just the most beautiful writer I've ever discovered. Leskov, a lesser-known Russian writer, and these early 19th century Russian writers, I really have the deepest affinity with them. Obviously, we know later in Tolstoy and Dostoevsky, but these early 19th century writers are great. And then we have even into the 20th century, there's also great writers. I was reading Bulgakov and some of his works. So that's what I'm doing here. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them, and have a great day, everyone.